What's up guys, continuing on with the California regional coverage, this is Dorian Ha's Bahamut burn deck profile. He was the highest ranking Bahamut deck player there was, so let's see what he did different from all the other Bahamut deck players. For his magic stones, he just simply ran one little red the pure stone and 9 magic stones of flame, so we'll just get past that because there's nothing special there. For his resonators, he also ran 4 hunter in black forest, but ran 3 wolf hunter in black forest, whereas we've been seeing 2. He also agreed on 2 apostle of Cain, although he ran 3 spawn of blazer main deck, 4 7 dwarves, so we see 7 dwarves again, which once again I said I think this card is great. I don't know why they wouldn't run it. The fact that it makes it attack first doesn't change anything because your opponent can choose what they want to block with anyway. So if they were going to block something, they're just going to wait to block this if it's the strongest monster anyway, so I don't really see what the big deal about having to go first is. And then there's 3 Lucaru instead of 4, 1 little dread, which is agreed upon by all of the burn players, and 1 blazer, which I found interesting because with 3 spawn of blazers main deck, I would have tried to run maybe a second blazer main deck, but spawn of blazer is also flying, so it's a 400 flying 2-drop that's not so bad. For his spells, he had 2 Force Growth main deck. Now, I'm not really familiar with Burn like I keep mentioning, but I can see how this card would be good in general because it's kind of like a Slippers of Cinderella, which could remove like an Elvish Priest. But the buff seems to only really work with, let's say, Blazer or Lucaru, which of course maybe it's just enough damage to push through, but it also makes all those monsters vulnerable for something like Thunder. So, other than Blazer, but then he's in range for a Flame. So maybe it's either to go for game or just removal. I don't see why it doesn't. I guess it doesn't hurt. And then he had 4 Rapid Decay main deck, so you can't really argue that, oh, he should have used Rapid Decay because he's actually already using 4 of those. 4 Thunder, 3 Purifying Flame, which I once again said I love. I think it's a lot better than Dragon Flame, but he also decided to run 3 Dragon Flame, so it's kind of like a mashup so far of the heavy Resonator or heavy spell. He kind of has like a good half and half. And then lastly, the 3 Split Heaven and Earth, of course. For his side deck, he had an extra Apostle of Cain and a 4th Spawn of Blazer, a 2nd Blazer, which is I guess for all those Spawn of Blazers, a Guild Array, which is really good because of the flying, 2 extra Force Growth, which would equal 8 low drop removals if you take out stuff like Priests and Grettles, including all those Rapid Decays and the 2 already main deck Force Growths, 2 Crime and Punishment, which is self-explanatory, 3 Duel of Truth, which we haven't seen in a while, but this is really good with Blazer in general. I mean, you can take out an Abdul or like a Lumia or any J-Ruler really using this. Even another Bahamut with Blazer, you might even, risk them getting the imperishable by tributing something, but you're still, removing monsters off the board, which is great. 4 Split Heaven and Earth, just in case he needed it. And 3 Eden, the Crimson Garden, which I don't see. I feel like he didn't slide into this, but he had it just in case for something like Grimier or something. But it is a decent card, but for 3 costs it's a little too much. I mean, he could drop a Lucaru for that, so I could see why he had this in the side deck, but I don't think it's something he probably used often. So that was Dorian Ha's Bahamut burn deck profile. Once again, he was the highest ranking Bahamut burn player who got 2nd place in the entire 272 player event. If you guys have any questions or suggestions, please feel free to leave a comment in the comment section below. And if you haven't subscribed yet, make sure you do because 1st place is right around the corner and you don't want to miss it. And I will catch you guys next time.